Am I ready for the next breakdown to break through? I have no idea. These things are weird. These times are weird. The Northern Lights are happening over New Jersey, which is unusual. I think that might mean something to do with the sun is happening more. So who knows if frequencies are important at all to our field and our overall situation. But let's see. Yeah, I would like to go out and sing some more of that album that I started to mention before, because it's new and it's mystical, magical, and it's fitting for these times. I sense for some reason. Have you been having weird, lucid, vivid dream state things like me? Because it's been a little crazy lately. Anyhow, yeah. So I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna find a song to sing. Cause I feel good. When you whatever feel good too. That's one of them. I want to sing that one. This sucks. There's no reason to share this at all. But could I still make it into an entertaining enough reel by singing in the next 20 seconds? I have no idea. Rumor has it that everything you need is in your own backyard. Now the shrooms are magic, and every precious weed knows who you are. The message is massive. That was retarded. It's not even a reel anymore. It's really stupid, actually. But yeah, I'm apparently going to be me more frequently to a higher level of vulnerability while I may or may not have been drinking or smoking weed, which is totally fine because a lot of people do this and it's normal. Apparently, I don't do social activities. I'm not a stand-up comedian either. I'm trying to sing. But yeah, I'm trying to update as well. I've been getting some crazy vivid dreams, turned lucid dreams, sometimes within dreams, kind of thing going on from God or the universe or something. I don't know. It seems to be important to know how existence works and remember it, more importantly. Because when you remember, you're like, oh, right, I used to know this because I'm remembering it, which is pretty cool when you've lived your whole life thinking that you were just this person that had barely been alive yet or done anything that you ever wanted to do and is now just getting ready to, go broke and then die in the apocalypse. That's not why we came here. There's probably something else that we should tap back into and then learn from and then be like, whoa, yeah, right, that's who I used to be and that's what I like to do. And yeah, everything's possible. We're creators. We are literally God per physics because everything is everything quantum mechanically and it's all as above, so below. And, who knows? We're probably within some sort of like Rick and Morty episode, ultimately. We are just aspects of Morty. Perhaps that's the joke, right? Who knows? It's just, yeah, some of my downloads have been sponsored by that show. I was like, a little freaky at times. Anyway, not important. This is the part where I start to feel weird and be like, hey, I'm riffing too much and singing too little and just being awkward. And the tendency is to not want to share stuff like this because we don't feel good about showing ourselves, being ourselves to other people most of the time. And that's something we are going to have to change if we're going to reconnect as a people. Instead of splitting apart and going to a black hole gradually, we'd rather come together right now over all of us. And then reunifying into a state of consciousness that's enlightened and, what's the word? Ascended? I don't know. Ooh, I'm feeling that weed now. I just smoked like 10 minutes ago. I don't do much anymore. I gotta be careful with that stuff. But it is inspiring and sometimes connects me to my higher self and my true self. And so plant medicine, yeah, it is. Hypo. Did I sing Disco Sun a little bit in this video or is that a different video? I don't know. I love that song. My mouth is getting dry. But yeah, being a human being, if I could keep my train of thought, in front of other human beings and sharing that with the world and talking about the horrible shit you've been through and feeling things and being vulnerable and following your heart and your passions and like showing other people that, what is that, Finsta or something instead of Insta? I don't follow the world's technological advancements the last 20 years because they're stupid. And they're all like planned obsolescencing you into really short-lived, terrible phones that somehow record less space, even though they hold more space. I mean, they fill up quicker, whatever I'm trying to say. But yeah, we're trying to be like vulnerable and awkward and like be like just totally suck at telling jokes. Or I'm not even trying to tell jokes. I'm just trying to talk and be less awkward and share things. There's a line in a Jason Mraz song that goes, pleasant and awkwardly polite. That's what I try to be. But yeah, this is important. I'm trying to like actually say something, perhaps. I don't know. But yeah, the more we can be authentic and heal our traumas. Why am I leaning over? I don't know. I guess, yeah, to be closer to the camera. We're trying to start recording things. Apparently weed does this to people sometimes. When you're at a certain frequency and you start channeling or getting just in a good vibe. Yeah, too much riffing probably for that, but it's okay. We'll take our time. My point is, we are all weird people that have looked more at our phones than at our friends' faces. I mean, it's good. It's connecting. It's a quandary. Ah, man, what am I actually trying to say? I'm saying awkward, vulnerable videos of people half stoned trying to remember what they're trying to say about really important quantum physics, about how existence works, and like how to create in a positive direction and all of the things. Ooh. Yeah, I'm feeling that too much now. Okay, so no, I'm fine. I'm really determined to help people awaken in a kind way where we can all spiritually awaken, forget about who's right or wrong about anything, and just learn how to perceive reality into a higher experience, frequency-wise, cleanse our magnetic, what's it called? Quantum, no. Oh my God. It's just really important to get energetically healthy and to utilize the solar energy to ascend to a higher frequency of reality where we can create from more of a heavenly experience and less of a hellish dystopian experience. It has taken me a long time to be able to heal my traumas and my grief and my programming, and we are all really unhealthy energetically. We are slaves. That is not good. We used to be children that wanted to do things and did them and had fun and like didn't care what other people thought. And we can go back to that. So, and I think it's going to be required for us to survive the apocalypse, for us to start openly vlogging with people about how much it sucks to be a human sometimes and how hard it is to navigate all the crazy shit we've been going through the last 5 years. I mean, this isn't normal, and it doesn't look good for the next 5, and that's why it's important we get going, because we have a chance here to create a quantum mechanical experience that leads us to heaven instead of into the matrix for real. That would literally become our reality. Because we project our consciousness into that meta quest thing that, no, we're not going to do that. It's really important. Although that way might work too, because it'd be video games. That'd be really good, and we just get lost in them. It's all relative, really. You could pop through the darkness back into the light, apparently. But no, I'd rather organically stay human and then blend with the fifth dimension and become a light body instead of a carbon, whatever these things people have been talking about lately, about the ascension. Not a lot of people. I mean, we're probably thought to be strange by others sometimes, but no, Dolores Cannon is really cool. There's a lot of interesting information out there about what we might be able to do and tap into and be. Like God, or everything, or consciousness, which is cool because everything is everything and as above, so below, and we're all quantum mechanically one, infinity and eternity. We're golden. We are of the sun, which is source probably. I mean, we're in some sort of great dreamscape thing, and like a video game that we're waking up into being characters that went from the slums of a really depressing video game to being a hero like Mario. Or I like Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. Those were my games when I was growing up. Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot. Anyway, yeah, a lot of things have changed in the last 20 years with technology and entertainment, and I missed out on a lot of things because I fell apart there after I lost my dad and sister and my education and my friends, and just stopped doing stuff. But yeah, we don't have to get into everything in this video. It's already 11 minutes long. It's a long story that I have. It's a long story that everyone has, and if we start telling them to each other openly and like face inward and send love to the, like, we're magical beings because of quantum physics, and we just didn't understand how much we could create. But now we're at a higher frequency where it's possible to create things quicker. What am I trying to say? I want to get to know the world slowly. I'm very shy. I have terrible social anxiety bordering on agoraphobia, but I figured I should try to start speaking out about the things that are evil in the world a little bit, and try to figure out about scientifically and logically how we can maybe come together and arrive at solutions in which we survive the next few years, and instead of creating absolute Hunger Games, literally dystopia, horrible things, we could create heaven on earth because of learning math and logic at a higher level, basically, and just saying, oh, okay, quantum physics-wise, we're capable of everything as aspects of God. If we're made in the image of God, this whole thing with everything being quantum mechanically one, I don't know. Ask Bruce Lipton and all these other really smart people, Greg Braden, Joe Dispenza. They're really smart. They're in the movie Heal. That's a really good movie. Watch that movie. I don't know. It's probably on Prime, I think, at the moment. Or recently it was. Kelly Brogan. Lots of people that are all interconnected in these communities. And there's quantum mechanics to how everything's connected. And it's like a mathematical pattern at some ridiculous level that you are not supposed to see and then be sane after. Don't do too much plant medicine. I've only done weed because of getting it prescribed by my pain doctor from having fibromyalgia. I've had autoimmune issues that I should have fixed better if I had more self-discipline to like eat better. But we're all only human. You know, that's a Jason Mraz song. Anywho, yeah, I think I got a good amount out there about just the general thing about what I'm trying to do here. Now, there's important parts from like TV shows and movies and books, Rick and Morty, Lost, that explain a lot of concepts that once you can really conceptualize in a different way, you can understand, oh, this might be just really important about how the universe works and how powerful we are and how we can basically hypnotize ourselves in a empowering, positive direction instead of being brainwashed into fear and trauma and division. It would be great if we could use the power of our awareness and perception into creating through the lens that would allow us to believe dreams and magic and miracles into existence. You can believe, if you can believe into the darkness, you can believe into the light. Some might call it like talking to an imaginary friend, or going crazy, or psychosis, right? But what is it? It's all relative, because what are you perceiving? If you're a child that's having an experience that's magical, it's magical to you. Why do we lose that? Why do we think people that have that still are crazy? There's a Nietzsche quote, or Nietzsche, or Nietzsche. I've heard it a lot of ways. Who knows how to pronounce things? And then isn't it awkward when you don't know if other people are going to like be like, hey, he mispronounced the word. I don't know. I used to be smart. It's fine. There's a quote by him, though, that's important, that says something about oh God, now I don't know it, and the video's going to end. I'll write it in the caption. It's fine.